to introduce our artist, Eliyahu Lotzar.
Whatever we look at is alive, let's put it that way, because I look at the world as the same way that we look at people. When you're alive, you're interested in the person and the life that's in a person. As soon as somebody doesn't have that and they're just a body, well, we stick them in the ground and we burn them, you know, and that's about it. But while a person is alive, what interests us is the life. So the same thing to me, which is true of other parts of the great body, the great earth body, let's put it that way. So when you look, if you can see the life in wherever you look, it doesn't matter whether you're looking at a beautiful sand dune or mountain, or if you're looking at a 1974 Cadillac or some rubble in the school, if you can take a moment and just stop and accept it for what it is and appreciate it, there is, you might find a certain freedom there. And that freedom is from concepts. The freedom is from judgment, saying that this is acceptable, that's not acceptable, this is useful, and that's not useful, and so go away. And hopefully you will see in the pictures a certain amount of life that comes through when you accept. And what I pick up in my translation is a way to get out of the narrow place that we're in is by dropping the concepts and accepting what's here. It's not new to me, it's not even new to Judaism, it's not new to any one people or any one time.
You're only waiting for the next thing if you believe that something has a purpose, and without that, you don't feel comfortable, like the chair has to be sat in, or something has to happen. But just looking at the mailbox and the fire hydrant is good enough. Or the newspaper, you know. The newspaper on the steps is something that you have a reaction to. You're neurologically programmed to feel, oh yeah, that's going to go away. Somebody's got to pick up the newspaper. But there's a beautiful little scene happening right there, you know. The brick walls and the cement step and the newspaper are all interacting just happily. And everything is at peace. It's just the people who look at it tend to not be at peace.
Well, isn't it like all art that the meaning emerges depending on what you bring to it? Which is what you're saying, I think, about the newspaper.
That's right. I think this more than some, because I'm showing a situation in a way very blankly without I can't remember the term, but without being a preacher. Sometimes I wonder, not about why or what if, I just wonder. Sometimes I am found within a moment of complete non-orientation of purpose and place, unable to know where I came from and where I'm going, or what the point of the whole thing is. Everything opens up and is all right there. And it's just wonder, and peaceful, harmonious, wild. And I'm invited to join the love and the humor, and the blessing and the peace and the beauty that radiates from each brick and valley. Sometimes that's enough. Being lost is a wonderful experience, very antithetical to purpose-driven society. The great 20th century Indian mystic H.W.L. Papaji, who drew many people into enlightenment, including the modern Americans Gangaji and Andrew Cohen, wrote in his autobiography that after he retired, he would sometimes sit and stare at his bedroom wall. It can be that way, you know. Even a wall can be absolutely beautiful and full of life, as if the very purpose of creation if we but lose our own purposes for a while. I don't know what he saw, but he was blissfully content. We miss things because we have a purpose. We're on a mission. Important or unimportant makes no difference. We wish to accomplish and achieve and live better, even just for the next moment, and change and conquer and avoid and improve and just get by and figure and do our part and provide for others and get the best of and get things just the way we want them and all that. I do it too, compulsively, nearly exclusively, and sometimes I wonder.